Good morning, and welcome graduates, families, and friends, the university community, and distinguished guests. I am Ronnie Green, and I have the privilege and honor of serving as the 20th Chancellor of the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Thank you for joining us this morning here in the Pinnacle Bank Arena, and for so many who are joining us by live webcast around the world, for this incredible moment in the lives of our graduates and in the life of our great university. Today, we present undergraduate BS and BA degrees to this accomplished group of scholars who will now share in an impressive heritage. Our graduates carry on a rich tradition of scholarship and achievement. We are so proud of their accomplishments and thankful for your contributions, students, to our university. You have raised our level of critical thinking and creative activity as a world-class institution of higher learning, adding to the legacy of people who have earned their advanced degrees at Nebraska for now what is almost 150 years. Actually will be 150 years February the 15th, 2019, which we are tremendously excited about. Today's ceremony continues our time-honored tradition of presenting you with your actual diploma on stage. This is a long-held tradition of our university here in Nebraska that requires a tremendous amount of work and dedication and effort on the part of our university community. It is a tradition that we are very proud of and an endeavor that very few of our peers around the world carry out today. I would like to start our ceremony this morning by asking you to thank and applaud our staff, especially the staff in our Office of the University Registrar who have worked timeless hours to make this tradition stay alive here at the University of Nebraska. Please join me in thanking them. Graduates, each of you represents a story of achievement. You may be the first person in your family to receive a college degree, just as I was, and so many of our faculty here at the university were. You may be a veteran who has returned from active duty to pursue your degree. You may be a Nebraskan from one of the 93 counties of our great state, or from one of the other 49 states and 136 countries around the world represented in our student body here at UNL. Today, you all have one thing in common. You are a graduate of one of the greatest universities in the world, the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. You have worked hard, you have applied your grit, you have shared your talent, and you have earned the recognition and the glory that you celebrate here today in your commencement. So celebrate this day, celebrate your achievements, but even more importantly, join us in celebrating the possibilities that you are about to unleash on the world as you go out and seek to change it with your life. The December 2018 University of Nebraska-Lincoln Commencement is now convened. Now, please rise, if you are able, as Dr. Kevin Hanrahan, Associate Professor of Voice and Vocal Pedagogy in our Glencore School of Music, leads us in the national anthem. Today's Joint Color Guard is comprised of members of the University of Nebraska's Army, Navy, and Air Force ROTC detachments. Pursuant to an act of Congress, those who have served in the military may salute even though not in uniform. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Present. whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Forward, march. Left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left, 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 left,
Please be seated. Can't let a moment like that go by without asking you to give a round of applause to Dr. Hanrahan for that wonderful performance of our national anthem. To open today's ceremony, please direct your attention to the Husker Vision screens for greetings, ironically, from Dr. Kevin Hanrahan, the president of our Faculty Senate, followed by Hunter Trainer, UNL Student Regent and President of the Association of Students of the University of Nebraska-Lincoln.
On behalf of the faculty of the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, I would like to first thank the parents and friends of our graduates. You have entrusted us with these amazing young people, and together we have made a significant investment of time and resources in their education. These combined investments have produced incredible results of which we all can be proud. To our graduates, congratulations, you did it! Through lectures, labs, recitations, clinical experiences, internships, study abroad, rehearsals and performances, you have gained irreplaceable knowledge and experiences. Remember that education is the great equalizer. It is the only thing you can take that can never be taken from you. With the education you've received at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, we are confident that you will transform our communities, our state, our nation, and the world in beautiful and wonderful ways that we cannot even begin to imagine. We are thrilled to celebrate your accomplishments today, and we can't wait to see what you will do tomorrow. Go with grit, go with glory, go Big Red.
On behalf of those who are graduating today, I would like to thank our university administrators, faculty, and staff for their dedication to Husker students. And to our newest graduates, we gather to celebrate the culmination of your Nebraska experience. I am confident that each of you will go forth prepared for fulfilling careers and selfless service to the communities in which you settle.
It's now my pleasure to introduce members of the University of Nebraska Board of Regents who are here with us today for our ceremonies. I'll ask them to please stand as they're introduced and stay standing. First, Regent Robert Schaefer, Chairman of the Board of Regents from Beatrice. Regent Bob Ferris, Regent from North Platte. Regent Tim Clare from Lincoln. And Regent Bob Whitehouse, who I want to especially call out today. This is his final commencement ceremony after serving as 2 terms for 12 years on our Board of Regents. Thank you so much, Bob, for your service. Our regents from the University of Nebraska. Also joining us on stage today are members of the senior administration of the university. Each member is listed in your program, and I would draw your attention to those details there. They provide leadership in all facets of the university's operations, and even though it may be invisible to you, each of you today has been affected by the hard work, the dedication, and the commitment of these individuals to the university. I ask the entire stage party to please stand so that they can be recognized as a group. The university faculty and staff form the heart of this great institution. We are deeply grateful to them for their time and their efforts in helping our students reach their educational goals. Throughout the arena, you will see university marshals dressed in red robes who are assisting with the ceremonies today. They are faculty and staff volunteers who are led by our head marshal, Dr. Robert Gorman, Associate Professor of Classics and Religious Studies in our College of Arts and Sciences. Will all members of the faculty and staff throughout the arena and on stage please stand, and then please join me in recognizing this group of our faculty. Seldom does a person accomplish something as important and as challenging as an academic degree without the support of many other people around them. Those of you who have provided such support certainly should share in the celebration and the limelight of this occasion today, so that the graduates and those of us associated with the university can offer our thanks to you. Would all of the relatives and friends of the graduates please stand and receive our gratitude. It's now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Regent Robert Schaefer, who was introduced a moment ago, who will bring you greetings from the University of Nebraska Board of Regents.
Good morning. Thank you, and on behalf of the University of Nebraska Board of Regents, I'd like to add my congratulations to the graduates. You should be proud of what you have accomplished at the University of Nebraska, and because of your hard work, you are now in a position to begin successful careers. You'll also be in a position to improve the lives of your families and to give back to your communities. I commend each of you for making the decision to pursue higher education, a decision that will pay off for the rest of your lives, no matter which direction you choose. I must also recognize the family members and others who have helped you along your way. Without family, friends, faculty, and other mentors, some of the graduates would not be sitting here today. So thank you for all that you have done. You have earned your degree at a time when the University of Nebraska is experiencing tremendous momentum. I know I speak for my colleagues on the board when I say that we are proud of the work being done on our campuses, and we are especially proud of you. Most importantly, we offer our students an excellent education provided by world-class faculty. That's our primary mission, and we are fulfilling that mission successfully. As a result, I am confident that each of you here today are now well prepared for whatever challenge awaits you in your future. In the words of Warren Buffett, you have invested in yourselves. The opportunities before you are limitless. Congratulations, and I wish you the best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
It's now my pleasure to welcome home a Nebraska native, the Honorable Bob Kerrey, to deliver today's commencement remarks to our graduates. Mr. Kerrey is currently the Managing Director at Allen & Company and the Executive Chairman of the Minerva Institute for Research and Scholarship. Many of you will know him for his public service to Nebraska. He served as the governor of our state from 1983 to 1987, and as a two-term United States Senator representing Nebraska from 1989 to 2001. As Senator, he promoted equity for rural communities, led in farm and environmental legislation, strengthened taxpayers' rights, led in restructuring our intelligence agencies, and partnered with local leaders to build projects of lasting value to Nebraskans. His public service since leaving the Senate includes the 9/11 Commission, Advisory Board of the Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans Association, co-chair of the Concord Coalition and the Natural Resources Defense Council. He's no stranger to higher education either. From 2001 to 2011, Senator Kerrey was president of the New School in New York City, a university founded on democratic ideals and daring educational practices. On his watch, the New School experienced unprecedented growth in enrollment, faculty, scholarships, capital projects, research, and international engagement. Senator Kerrey served as a United States Navy SEAL during the Vietnam War. For his service, he received the Medal of Honor. While in Vietnam, he was wounded, permanently disabled, and received this injury as a great gift: sympathy for those who are suffering and an appreciation for the capacity of government to save lives. Senator Kerrey earned a Bachelor of Science degree in pharmacy from the University of Nebraska. He is married to Sarah Paley and lives in New York City. He has 3 children and 4 grandchildren. The title of Bob's commencement address today is Thoughts of Home. Please welcome a great public servant, the Honorable Bob Kerrey.
Well, thank you very much, Ronnie. Well, first of all, the introduction's longer than my speech. But to the Chancellor, to the faculty, the staff, and especially the students, I do want to thank you all for inviting me and welcoming me back home. To the graduates, I have a confession. I apologize if what's up there is different than what on here, but I'm in the habit of writing a speech and then not giving it. So I'll try to give most of it that I've written. My original title, my wife, I think wisely talked me out of it, was Why You Shouldn't Listen to Me. It seemed appropriate, I got to say, because other than respiration and other bodily functions and the shared experience of attending and graduating from this great university, we probably don't have that much in common. There was a comedian that many of you probably don't know, but I do, called Martin Mull, who was recently asked what it's like to be 75, which happens to be my age, and he answered, well, it really doesn't feel much different between my ears than when I was 35, but when I get up in the morning, it feels like I'm living in a used car. Well, I have the same feeling. I am running out the clock in the 4th quarter of my life, and you are entering the 2nd quarter with a very good lead. When I was invited to speak today, I said yes because I do owe a lot to my alma mater. I didn't say yes, I say to the graduates, because I was brimming with great ideas that I was anxious to hand to you this afternoon, as you were about to discover. Like you, I graduated in the middle of the academic year. I was working at the time and finished the last 3 hours of my necessary credits for a Bachelor's of Science degree through a correspondence course. I didn't get the day off and didn't attend the ceremony. And shortly afterwards, thanks to a federal law called mandatory selective service, I was given a free physical examination in Omaha. And afterwards, I was told by my government that they had decided they had a higher and better use of my skills in practicing pharmacy, and I ended up serving in Navy SEALs Team 1 and was sent to Vietnam. Like so many of the turning points of my life, serendipity played a much bigger role than long-term planning. No doubt that conquering the fear of saying yes is the most difficult thing all of us have to do when an uninvited opportunity suddenly arrives. No doubt learning to ask for help is every bit as important. Rugged individualism works in a John Ford movie, but it has never worked for me. I like the power of a team, of unselfish collaboration. The best example of this was the moment that I saw my 2 older children being very good parents. That was a day in my life when I realized that I had done all right. It is my single most important and enduring accomplishment. And the team that made that possible included their mother, their friends, their college professors, adult mentors they trusted. You cannot buy a road map from AAA that tells you how to travel the long, winding road of parenting. That's why I would ask the graduates here to stand and applaud those remarkable parents and other loved ones who are here today and who contributed to this impressive moment of your accomplishment. Please stand and give them a round of applause. I do admire and congratulate you and am sincerely proud of your accomplishment, and I have sincere hope for all of your happiness. I hope you'll have the courage to ask uncomfortable questions, to seek answers that may cause you to discover that something you've believed for a long time is not true. I hope you'll be the one when everyone is saying no, will stand and say yes. I hope you'll fall in love with Willa Cather and Mari Sandoz and Wallace Stegner and Ted Kuzer. All four and others knew this place, the dry, semi-arid high plains. They knew the myths and they knew the realities of everyday life here. Their stories and their poetry will make you grateful to have gone to college on the prairie. I hope you know that some losses are not explainable. They can only be endured through faith, friends, and a determination to go on. Life is worth living. The miracles around us are easy to miss, but wonderful to discover. Close your eyes and listen to the music you love. Get up before the sun and watch the magic of the color coming back into view. Plant something and watch it grow. Buy a number 2 Ticonderoga pencil and use it to sketch something you see. Write a letter to someone you haven't seen for a long time. Surprise someone with a nourishing and priceless gift of unexpected kindness. Don't be so certain you know the answer. Store a little doubt in a safe place to keep you honest and healthy. Be a good friend by being there when someone needs you. It's more likely they will be there when you need them. Last page, folks. One more poetic thought from the first stanza of one of my favorite poems, Mellor Williams, The Shrinking Lonesome Sestina. Somewhere in everybody's head, somewhere in everyone's head, something points toward home. A dashboard's floating compass turning all the time. To keep from turning, it doesn't matter how we come. To be wherever we are, someplace where nothing goes, the way it once, where nothing holds fast, to where it belongs or what you've risen or fall to. The poet's advice is mine as well. Hold on fast to thoughts of home and think of the words chiseled into our Capitol building here in Lincoln. The salvation of the state is watchfulness of the citizen. When it comes to watchfulness of our government, none of us gets a free pass. The dog cannot eat our homework. And now I need to stop. I may have violated the promise I made to myself not to stand up here like an old fart talking about all the good old days. They were good, but I believe the days ahead of you will be better. At least that is my fondest wish. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Kerrey. We'll now begin awarding degrees in our commencement ceremonies today. Grad Images is here today to photograph the candidates as they receive their individual degrees. The company will contact you to offer photos from today's ceremony. In the program, you will also find instructions on how to order photographs after today's events. We ask that the audience please remain seated during the ceremony. In separate ceremonies yesterday afternoon, we conferred 329 graduate and professional degrees. This morning, the university will confer 1,263 baccalaureate degrees. Of those, 1,028 are walking through our ceremony today, or 81% of our students, to receive their diploma here on stage. From its founding in 1869 until today, the University of Nebraska-Lincoln has awarded 290,144 degrees. Several of our students have qualified for special honors today. Some students have completed the requirements of the University Honors Program. They are wearing scarlet and cream-colored braids over their right shoulders. Also wearing scarlet and cream shoulder cords are students who have completed the requirements of the Jeffrey S. Rake School of Computer Science and Management and the Nebraska Business Honors Academy in our College of Business. Will these students please stand and be recognized? Students who have fulfilled requirements for academic honors established by their individual colleges are wearing special medallions with their academic regalia. Those who have earned degrees with distinction are wearing a medallion with a red ribbon. Will these students please stand and be recognized? Students who have earned their degrees with high distinction are wearing a medallion with a white ribbon. Will these students please stand? And students who have earned their degrees with highest distinction are wearing a medallion with a red and white ribbon. Will these students please stand and be recognized? And students who have earned the distinction as a Chancellor Scholar are wearing a medallion with a Chancellor Scholar pin attached to their ribbon. These students have earned a perfect A in all of their graded work at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln and all other post-secondary institutions which they may have attended. Will these students please stand and receive recognition? Two of our graduates today have completed a course of study and training in the Reserve Officer Training Corps of the Armed Forces of our country and will be commissioned at a special ceremony later today. Their names appear on page 35 of your commencement program. These new officers of our armed forces will be presented by Lieutenant Colonel Mario Perez, commander of the Air Force Officer Training Corps.
Good morning. Will the candidates who will be commissioned into the United States military this weekend please stand? Chancellor Green, on behalf of the Department of Military Science, Naval Science, and Aerospace Studies, I am honored to present to you and the Board of Regents these candidates who, in addition to their academic degree programs, have voluntarily completed a military training program that qualifies them to serve in the United States Army and Air Force. Today, these young Americans will become commissioned officers in the United States Armed Forces, and so continue a legacy of Nebraskans serving and protecting the freedoms of our nation. They join the ranks of other graduates from this great university who have served our nation, many of whom are combat veterans, some of whom have made the ultimate sacrifice. I would invite any other student graduating today who has served in the armed forces of our country or who is currently serving to also stand at this time. These students are recognized for their service to our country with red, white, and blue honor cords on their robes. The University of Nebraska should be proud of what its military graduates have attained, and equally proud of these future officers who will soon begin their service to our country. With the preparation, development, and academic success they have accomplished here at the University of Nebraska, these graduates are destined to become outstanding future leaders for America. Thank you.
We will now award baccalaureate degrees from each of the colleges of the university. Will the class of 2018 please stand? By authority of the state of Nebraska, vested in the University of Nebraska's Board of Regents, and upon recommendations from the faculty of the university, I am pleased to confer upon each of you a bachelor's degree according to your particular curriculum and course of study, with all of the associated honors, privileges, and responsibilities of the degree. Congratulations, graduates. Please be seated. You'll now be directed by the university marshals to come to the stage to receive your diploma in alphabetical order by college, as listed in your program beginning on page 21. Dr. Dondi Plowman, Executive Vice Chancellor and Chief Academic Officer of the university, will introduce our deans.
Graduates for degrees in the Hickson Lead College of Fine and Performing Arts will be presented by Dean Charles O'Connor and Dr. Christopher Marks.
Will the candidates please rise? Chancellor Green, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Hickson Lead College of Fine and Performing Arts, I am honored to present to you students who have fulfilled all requirements for bachelor degrees.
Graduates for degrees in the College of Business will be presented by Dean Kathy Farrell and Dr. Devi Buss.
Will the graduates please rise? Chancellor Green, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Business, I am honored to present to you the students who have fulfilled the degree requirements of the Bachelor of Science of Business Administration.
Go, Brian! Go, Dedrick! That's what it is. The actuary.
Okay, all right, I'll let her know, okay.
When there's nothing.
I got you, okay, I'll tell them, okay. Okay.
You just had a longer line.
No, that's the way it's supposed to be. 2212 fake.
Everybody got the and you want to switch?
Graduates for degrees in the College of Journalism and Mass Communications will be presented by Dean Amy Struthers and Dr. Mary Kay Quinlan.
Will the graduates please rise? Chancellor Green, upon recommendation of the faculty of the College of Journalism and Mass Communications, I'm honored to present those students who have fulfilled all the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Journalism.
Go, Avery!
I'm trying to look at the cards. Okay, all right.
Go, Sammy! Sammy!
Graduates for degrees in the College of Education and Human Sciences will be presented by Dean Beth Dahl and Dr. Julie Thomas.
Will the graduates please rise? Chancellor Green, upon recommendation of the faculty of the College of Education and Human Sciences, I am honored to present to you these students who have met all of the requirements for the degrees Bachelor of Science or Bachelor of Arts in Education and Human Sciences.
61, Brad Sequels. Go, Tony! Go, Tony! Come first!
Graduates for the degrees in the College of Architecture will be presented by Dean Catherine Ankerson.
Will the graduate please rise? Chancellor Green, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Architecture, I'm honored to present this student who has fulfilled all of the requirements for the Bachelor of Science in Design.
Graduates for the degrees in the College of Public Affairs and Community Service at the University of Nebraska at Omaha will be presented by Dean John Bartle. These students have pursued their degree programs on the Lincoln campus.
Will the graduates please rise? Chancellor Green, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Public Affairs and Community Service at the University of Nebraska at Omaha, I am honored to present the students who have fulfilled all the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Science in Criminology and Criminal Justice.
Graduates for the degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences will be presented by Dean Beth Tice Morse and Dr. June Griffin.
Will the graduates please rise? Chancellor Green, upon recommendation of the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences, I am honored to present these students who have fulfilled all requirements for the degree Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science.
Graduates for degrees in the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources will be presented by Dean Tiffany Hang Moss and Dr. Elizabeth Walters Shea.
Will the graduates please rise? Chancellor Green, upon recommendation of the faculty from the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources, I am honored to present to you the students who have fulfilled all requirements for the degree Bachelor of Science.
Alexis.
Okay, last but not least, graduates for the degrees of the College of Engineering will be presented by Dean Lance Perez and Dr. Dan Lenzel.
Will the graduates please rise? Chancellor Green, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Engineering, I am honored to present to you those students who have fulfilled all the requirements for the Bachelor of Science degrees in Engineering and in Construction Management.
See how well he's healing? He'd heal faster to get his crutches going.
yours.
Just space it out so that's the bottom. What is yours?
That's it. A few extras.
At this point, we would like to thank those who have helped with today's ceremony. Thank you to the University Commencement Committee and to the University Marshal Corps under the direction of Dr. Robert Gorman. Thanks to our commencement speaker, the Honorable Bob Kerrey. Please give him another round of applause. Our soloist, Dr. Kevin Hanrahan, organist Jonathan Ross, and the University of Nebraska faculty brass and percussion. We extend special appreciation to the Office of Graduates of our Registrar and the staff who have helped to present each of our students with their individual diplomas today. Thank you to the staff of Pinnacle Bank Arena, Husker Vision, and the Office of Special Events for the great care that they took in preparing every aspect of today's ceremonies. Now, please join me in thanking all of these behind-the-scenes workers who have helped to make today's ceremony a success. Congratulations to all of our graduates. Today, as you were going across the stage, you received a pin from the Nebraska Alumni Association that designates you as a UNL graduate. Wear it proudly. You are now part of an alumni network that reaches around the world from end to end. Please now direct your attention to the Husker Vision screens for a message from Shelley Zaborowski, Executive Director of the Nebraska Alumni Association.
Congratulations, graduates. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the Nebraska alumni family. Today, you join a community of nearly 200,000 alumni living all around the world. I encourage you to stay connected and engaged with the university as you go forth. The path for your Nebraska experience was paved by those who came before you. It now becomes your privilege to pay it forward to the next generation of Huskers through your gifts, not just of treasure, but of time, talent, and experience. We hope you'll join the Alumni Association and discover the many ways that you can stay connected. You have much to offer our alma mater, and your continued involvement is critical to Nebraska's success. Once again, congratulations, and welcome to the alumni family.
At this point, I would like to ask all of the University of Nebraska alumni who are in the audience and in our faculty to please stand and greet the newest members of the University of Nebraska alumni. We have one little formality left to do here to officially make you a graduate. But before we do that, I want to take just a moment of personal privilege and ask for two groups. We've recognized a lot of different groups today, but I would like to ask two groups to stand and receive our applause. The first, if you are a graduate today and you're the first member in your family to be able to achieve a four-year degree from a university. We were established as a land-grant university here in 1869, and we were established on the transformative power of higher education for access to higher education, and we still live that today as a land-grant university. So if you're the first member in your family to receive a degree, would you please stand? Don't be bashful. We want you to receive our applause. And the second group, we have over 600 student athletes who represent the University of Nebraska. And by the way, we have a little special event tonight in Minneapolis as our women's volleyball team competes to go after the national championship. And I know we graduated about 40 of our student athletes. Would you please stand if you are a student athlete who received your diploma today? Graduates, in a moment, I will ask you to move your tassel on the mortar board from your right to the left. This symbolic gesture will identify you now as a University of Nebraska graduate. Today, we have granted 1,028 degrees in our ceremony. Our graduates represent 37 states across the United States and nearly every community and corner of the state of Nebraska, and 48 countries from around the world. Earning an undergraduate degree is no easy feat. You are among the very select few who have persevered and have earned advanced degrees in your chosen fields. And the emotions that you may feel, ranging from excitement to anticipation and perhaps even a little bit to relief, are very well deserved. However, whether you are earning a degree in any given field, I always like to say that for those who have been given much in the education that you have received and the support that you have received, even more will now be required of you. We salute you and we look forward to great things from you in future days. We thank you for making us a better university, and we are proud of your accomplishments. We hope that the pride that we have in you is reciprocal, and that wherever you go, you are eager to proclaim your credentials that you are a graduate of Nebraska. Graduates, please stand. Now move your tassel from right to left as we salute you as a University of Nebraska-Lincoln graduate of the class of 2018. You may be seated. Will the platform party and faculty please rise? Family and friends, please remain seated until the recessional has been completed. The December 2018 undergraduate commencement exercises are now concluded. University marshals, please begin the recession.